Thank you.
And it is 5:15 and we are live.
This is a September 21st, 2022 meeting of the Pulaski County Board of Election Commissioners. I see all commissioners in attendance. I call this meeting to order. First item of the agenda would be the Pledge of Allegiance. You will all stand with me, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That takes us to item number 2 on the agenda, and that is the approval of the meeting minutes for the September 7th, 2022 meeting. Have the commissioners had a chance to review those meeting minutes?
I have.
I have.
I would entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes from September 7th.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, those are approved. First item of business is to the approval of the notice of election for the November 8th general election and annual school election. And Amanda, if you would lead us into that. I notice we have it in front of us.
Right, so each of you has a copy of the notice. I took the notice that we used in the primary and just changed it up and made it for the general election. So the only thing that has changed on there is we did add in our new polling location for precinct 16 is now Argenta Library. Precinct 50 is now Rose City Community Center. And then on the early voting locations, we have our new location, Glenview Community Center. All the other locations were the same ones we used in the primary. However, we still had to leave the indicators on there because they are different since the last general.
And you're speaking of the star and the,
Right,
and
the
check
star
mark,
and the
just
check marks, right.
denoting a new polling
New polling,
location
right.
and noting a name change.
That's correct.
For the check mark.
Yes. So, and those are changes since the 2020 general, not since the recent primary. And under the early voting section, you'll notice we have the dates and times for the main site and then the separate date and times for the off-site locations, since those hours are a little different. Our absentee ballot canvassing will start November 1st. And as you know, we did set a meeting for that next day to review any irregular ballots from that canvassing. Then, of course, we have the ballot issues, the millages that will be the Little Rock School District, North Little Rock, Pulaski County. And for those school districts that have unopposed candidates, we listed those under the appropriate millage. All the other unopposed candidates are listed on, starting with page 4 and continuing on to page 5, and then we have the one column of all the unopposed. And then the state ballot issues 1, 2, 3, and 4.
On page 4, we have the actual general election candidates there,
Right.
correct? And then we have
Right, and that continues on the next page, and then you have all the unopposed candidates
Right.
listed
Yes.
separate.
I saw a typo
Uh-oh.
on election, on page 1, precinct 106, Iglesia Batista, it should be Nueva Jerusalem, I believe. I think it's spelled wrong. And the random quotation mark.
Right.
Oh, wait, not the quotation, no, but it should be Jerusalem, not.
That's how they have it on their paperwork that they send to us.
it's spelled with an N.
Oh, that's wrong. I realize
So I don't know if that's the Spanish version
It's
or
not.
not, but.
it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay.
I'll double check it, and if
Sure.
I need to change it, I can do that.
Okay, somebody already saw this and clearly thought it was, okay, cool. I figured that somebody already had it, that was like the first thing I noticed. Okay.
That's the first thing I noticed when they first became a poll a few years back. I was like, are you sure that's right? And it's like, that's what they wrote on their paperwork. And so
I wonder what they have on the internet.
I have not checked that. So I'm
And
not
I've
then-
been to that church before, and, well, I guess that's how they
Then we
spell
have
it.
page, on the bottom, page 5, the constitutional amendments refer to the people.
Right, there's 3 issues referred to the people by the General Assembly, and then issue 4 is by petition of the people. And all of the issues were copied and pasted, so none of that was hand typed in, so it's good.
Figured. It's a lot of words,
A lot, yes.
more words than I would want to type.
So we don't,
Mhm.
so that's it. I mean,
Yes.
that's how they have it on all their
Oh,
web.
is with an N, as in nickel?
It is, that's what it said on the internet too. How
Mhm.
strange. I would have sworn that it was spelled. Anyway, okay. On early voting, is it possible to add, not that we've ever had Sunday voting, but is it possible to add no Sunday voting because it says Monday to Monday? Like just in capital letters, below the 10 to 4 on Saturdays, just something below that that says no voting on Sundays. I realize that that sounds redundant, but I think it's better to be.
Right, just go ahead and clarify that.
Yeah,
That would be no problem. And we could put that under both.
those are the lawyer eyes.
Yeah, it looks like you got plenty of space to
Yeah.
put it in.
Right, right. I just prefer to, as we refer to it, stupid proof things. Thanks, Samantha.
Are any of these amendments under scrutiny?
Yes, issue number 4 is
It's still under
It's,
scrutiny?
Still
we're
being-
still waiting.
still waiting to hear from the state Supreme Court.
But 1, 2, and 3 are fine? Okay.
Those are the legislative ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they knew they were fine before we submitted them. Something about the ballot title, so.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, something about the ballot title.
I've heard bits and pieces, I just figured I'd wait to the final amendment.
I know, yeah.
Right,
What a mess.
so if they
What's
do,
what's the publication cost, do we know?
that we won't know until we actually send it to the paper, and
Get
they'll
them
fill that
quoted.
in for us, but
Okay.
I think for the primary, it was around a couple thousand each time. And we have to publish it twice.
Yeah. Which newspapers does this get published in?
The Arkansas Democrat Gazette.
Just the one? Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was in the local papers too.
We just do the one, and we try to do Sundays, that way it's still in print, it's not just digital. Well, for now, anyway.
Solid. On poll worker appointments for election, it lists objections must be in writing. Is there a deadline that should be listed there?
I think there is a deadline.
Yeah. Again, lawyer
8
brain, I
days.
see objections objections must be in writing, but due by when?
Mhm.
Hopefully we have none, but,
Right. Must be in writing. And I'll verify that due date.
I was looking for my polling center up in Sherwood, and I don't see it.
Did your polling location change?
What?
Did your polling location change?
I don't think it did.
Which
It was on
particular,
Brockington. It was,
Which precinct do you?
I was thinking it was 35. Now I have to double check.
Brockington? Maybe
Yeah.
Brockington Road Church of the Nazarene?
Yeah, where,
Wait, I'm missing 29 through 44 on here. Am I crazy? I'm sorry,
Oh, there it
30,
is.
30 through 44, where are those?
So on page 2.
Oh, they're on the next page.
So the columns continue down.
Okay.
So you'll see 29 and then you flip
There
to
it
page
is.
2 and there's 30.
Okay, that's
There
what
it is.
threw me.
Why is it like that? Oh, because
It is
it's,
a continuous
oh, okay, I see it now.
table.
Cool. Got
There it
it.
is, okay.
Yeah. And I didn't,
I was
didn't feel
looking
like
at the
messing with it
names,
too
I
much.
wasn't
I'm like,
even-
this is what we use in the primary, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll just use it again.
Totally.
So
So
that's
go
where all your
the way
Sherwood
down,
ones
then
are.
back up, yeah.
I didn't notice it before, so clearly it wasn't a big finish.
Now it makes sense, okay.
Symptom.
So I guess the folks are happy that we got Glenview Community Center.
Yes. Haven't heard any complaints.
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
So
Appears
they
to-
obviously got low turnout during the August election, but that was expected. But I think it'll be a lot better for this general.
Yeah.
It appears to be in order, as far as I see it. Anything
Yeah.
else any of the commissioners see?
No, mine looks good.
I don't see anything else.
Entertain a motion to approve the notice of election for the November 8, 2022 general annual school nonpartisan judicial general election.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries. That would take us to the next item on the agenda, which is the initial appointment of the poll workers for the November 8 general election. And Amanda, if you would take us in, and we've got before us here, I see the initial appointment and also an alternate list of the initial appointment.
Right. So, and these are just election day workers. When we meet again on the 14th of October, you guys will have the final appointment, which will include our early vote workers and the absentee workers. And the reason we're doing that is because we're not even beginning their training until the 15th, so they don't necessarily need to be pre-appointed, and some of the early vote sites are still working on contacting all their workers as well. So what you have on your initial appointment list for Election Day poll workers, there are 745 workers currently on that list. We have roughly 23 locations that are still contacting their workers, and we have told them to have those confirmed by Friday. So most of those people are on this list anyway, and if they're able to work, then they'll remain on the list. If not, they'll get put back on the alternate list. On your alternate list, you have roughly 1,900 folks on that list that we can pull from to fill any empty spots and take care of any needs that may arise for that.
How many sites did you say you were still waiting to hear back?
There's
23.
about 23 locations that we were still waiting on lists from, and that was earlier this afternoon. I think we did receive a few of those lists in, but
Okay.
we had issue with some people getting their initial list of workers to contact because of a mail problem.
And how many poll workers do we normally appoint?
Normally, it's anywhere between 750 and 850.
Okay,
Just some locations, need a few more than others, so.
right.
But it averages out to about
So what
7
happened?
people per location.
Do certain locations, will they ever request, hey, we need more help?
Usually they'll do that, ahead of time. Like they'll let us know, like, hey, I'm short 1 or 2 people, and then we can pull from our.
Oh, okay, but they have to initiate that, because,
And when we get their list in, we can also tell that, hey, they're gonna need another clerk, or they're missing an equipment clerk, and we'll make note of that, and we keep that on a spreadsheet.
yeah, one I went into was a small place in a long line. Now, people were handed, but I guess there's nothing we can do about that.
Right,
We need the location.
right.
Out of curiosity, because this has not been explained to me at any given point yet, the difference between an election clerk and an election official?
There's not a difference at all, except for, Previously, under other administration, they were put in either way,
Okay,
but they do the same function and the same role. They either check in voters, or they hand out ballots, or
Okay.
maybe they're at the door, doing traffic duties. So they're all the same people, and I'd like to get them all, changed over to just, one or the other, election clerk or election official. Probably clerk. I think
Okay.
that's,
Will you-
yeah,
More
election
defines
officials
what
sounds
they're
so
doing.
general.
Will you be working, I guess, as you create the next list, to maybe convert some
Right.
of those to?
right, we could try to do that before the 14th, or if not, during some slow time
Yeah.
next
just-
year, go through and just kind of
As long as
flip everybody.
they're doing the same thing, then
Mhm.
sounds good. Thank you.
Mhm.
Guess I'll wait till we get the final copy. I also left it in an Excel spreadsheet so I can,
Mhm.
for
And I
sorting.
have these in Excel, so I can definitely email those to you
Okay.
guys.
Oh, I'd
Yeah,
love that.
that would be.
Just for
nice.
sorting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Does it have their contact information?
It can.
Would love to
Uh,
have it just in case
I don't
we
have it
need
on here
to.
because this is the copy we'll file with the
Sure,
clerk's
yeah.
office and post, so yeah, but for you
I would
guys,
love to have it just in case, like, we need to, like, help out on election day and make calls and
Mhm.
stuff like that, so,
Right.
thank you.
All right.
We just want to make sure we don't have any objections to any of these people, basically.
Have we ever had objections to poll workers?
Yeah, that's, I'm
We
wondering.
have?
Under
Oh.
previous
No, I don't know, but
boards, but not with you guys, no.
other than the one that I'm aware of, any others?
Mm,
It's not a common event.
Not to-
It's not a very common event.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say, I've met some of these people who are wonderfully passionate about elections.
Do we have our absentee clerks? Are they listed separately, or are they just listed as election clerks?
They are not on your initial list. There may be some of them on the alternate list, and they're listed, most of those are listed as absentee clerks, but I didn't put the role on there
Gotcha.
because some of them have not ever worked before, so we haven't really given them a role. But I did let our absentee election judge know about the meeting on the 14th, so she will have her list to me well before then. And there are,
That's when the
Commissioner Masuko
official
did-
list comes out for
Right.
the absentee, for appointment of poll workers.
Right, she'll have it to me probably that Friday before,
Is the
or
party
that,
affiliation?
during that week before we
Is that
have the
Jill?
meeting. Mhm.
Is the party affiliation just based on whatever they're registered as, like as a voter?
It's based on what they indicate on their poll worker application.
Oh, okay. I'm not really concerned, I was just curious.
Mhm.
It appears to be in order. Commissioners have any further questions about the list of our poll workers?
No.
Solely because this is the first time I have done this, I want to be thorough and I just want to like finish skimming it, but other
Sure,
than that,
take a
no,
look.
I have no concern.
While she's looking, I do have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
If we're starting training September 24th,
Mhm.
and then the initial appointment is until 10/14,
Well, the final appointment is 10/14. You guys are going to initially appoint them now so they can get trained.
okay,
And that's why why we're doing it
okay.
now and then, so we can train these people, and then we'll have you a good final list on the 14th, which will include absentee and early vote, but they won't be training until after the 14th.
Right, I see that. That one's
Mhm.
October 29th.
Mhm.
All right. Wait till Sydney's ready.
This is a really long list.
Yes.
I guess if we figure out.
And I tried to email it out to you earlier, but we had a few little technical difficulties with our database, but it's back and operating now.
But this is a list of all the people all these people have already served in the past.
Right. Most of the people on this list have either served in the past. There might be a few new ones that we've added in.
Okay. Okay.
But not too many.
Oh, well then no, we're good. I have no other questions then.
I'd entertain a motion to approve the initial appointment of our poll workers and also the alternate list of workers.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. And we have a certification of the poll workers document here. We take a quick gander, which is going to require our signature.
I'm on the alternate list.
Oh, no. we
Not anymore.
will utilize you if needed.
I'm sorry, I just looked at that. I thought my brother had signed up and I just saw my name instead.
So apparently you have signed up before. And you're still
Guess I
there.
did and I don't remember. You know, it sounds like something I would have done. You know, again, I'm really interested in elections. COVID,
Well,
COVID here, Sydney did that.
Right.
We can remove that name from the list.
Yes, let's remove me.
Did you get a call, Cindy?
I didn't, so.
So we'll,
How interesting. I'm now
So we
disappointed
won't
highly
put
in
you
my
on
brother.
the permanent list.
I'd leave your name on there.
While you're on the board.
Someday you won't be an election commissioner and may want to continue.
Oh, okay,
Right.
thanks,
Or is
Mike.
this a lifetime?
Thanks, Mike. Just kidding.
She may want to be on
Okay.
the board. for
Maybe
others.
someday.
35 years on the
So-
election commission.
yeah,
Well, until they tell me they don't want me.
Hey.
I like it.
so let's do, I think it would be proper to remove that, Commissioner.
I think so
So
too.
let's remove that from the list. And I don't necessarily think we need a motion to do that.
No.
Just remove that and remove it from our certified list here.
I had forgot I did that though, like legitimately.
Good catch.
Yeah. Party in. Must have been a long time ago. Hey, thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
Is this a updated list, Amanda, or is this still the same as far as the training
The
schedule?
training, I had printed off a new training schedule for Commissioner Masuko, and so I figured I'd print you guys one. I couldn't remember if I gave you our updated one or not, but that's it. So we're gonna start training judges and assistant judges this Saturday and continue the following Saturday on October 1st, and then start our clerks and equipment clerks on October 1st as well. So the difference between the original schedule and this one is instead of splitting it up by area and polling location, we split it up by job duty. So,
Okay,
Which makes
but
perfectly
the dates and
logical
times,
sense.
everything else is still the same.
okay, good deal.
Early voting didn't change, it's just election day training.
I know I,
Do we have any other business? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know we attended, we attended a poll judge training a couple months ago. I hadn't attended equipment clerks training. Am I welcome to attend any of these if I'd like?
Yeah, we can come to any of these.
I can come to anything if I want? All
You
right,
sure can.
I'd like to. All right, I will.
I have one other comment
Thanks.
about Lna Testing
Mhm.
that's coming up on 9/26.
That's correct, yes.
And then it'll be open to the public on 10/3. at 1 o'clock.
Yes. So we'll start the testing at our office on Monday at 8 o'clock, and then we'll move out to the warehouse to continue testing all the voting machines that are out there. And then, like you said, on Monday, October 3rd, we'll have public testing where we can demonstrate our voting equipment to anybody in the public that shows up to observe the public testing. So
Have you ever seen that done?
I haven't actually.
It's very, we have
Wrote
the
it down.
firemen are down there.
And as far as that, will we be live streaming?
that we weren't planning to live stream the public demo, but that's a possibility.
Might as
Just
well.
thought it might be good if it's something we could do without, too much of a
Right.
problem.
So I think in 2020, we did that because, of course, the county building was closed to public, so we live streamed it on Facebook that year. So
Yeah,
we could do something similar.
sounds good to me.
And then just another request, when Betty does the minutes, I like this upcoming schedule thing, so she can just drop off September 21st.
Right. So,
It's not too much trouble.
right.
Yeah, I do like that. It's nice.
If it's just a cut and
Does
paste.
make it does make it helpful.
Yes, it does. Okay.
Commissioner, you said you're gonna be out on vacation. What's your dates you're gonna be out here?
I'm just out tomorrow and Friday,
Okay.
and then Wednesday and Thursday. Well, Wednesday next week. And Thursday.
I have a meeting I'd like to set for us on Monday,
Oh, okay.
this coming Monday, the 26th at 5:15, just for update from council. And I'll come back to you with the exact
Works for me.
how to place it on the agenda, but basically, it's gonna be update from council. But I'll if there needs to be something different from that on there, I'll let you know.
Okay.
But it should be a fairly short meeting,
I will be here.
so. Do we have any public comment, Terry?
Not tonight.
Okay.
I have one more thing for you.
Go ahead. Ready?
Should we put that in our book for the 26th?
Yes.
Okay, I'm putting it on the calendar.
Yes, Monday, the 26th at 5:15.
And then my question was, this is further out. Election day is on the 8th. Is there any reason I need to be here on the 9th, 10th, or 11th? I don't think we do
We
anything those
do
days.
not have anything
Absent.
scheduled because
An
after we
emergency.
meet election night, the next meeting is that following Monday on the 14th.
On the 14th.
Absent an election emergency,
Right.
which
Well, then we'll have to
But this-
zoom in because I'll be in Branson.
this well-oiled machine around here, you know.
Right. There
feel
shouldn't be anything going on.
I didn't think anything would be going on.
We'll
unless
just be
the-
working real busy to get provisional ballots together, get them to the clerk's office, getting them back, and that way you guys can discuss those on that Monday, the 14th.
Sounds
You
good.
should be fine, because we'll also be out that Friday for Veterans Day.
Oh, okay, so there you go. Good.
Well, we may not technically be out, but the county will be closed.
I just
We
wanted,
may be here.
if I needed to make a cancellation, now would be the time to do it. But I didn't think, I figure after election day, the next couple of days, it's kind of quiet.
Right, so the following week,
Yeah.
the week of the 14th, I think we have 2 meetings scheduled. No Branson trips that week.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, I don't have anything further. Either do you have anything further? With that, I'll adjourn the meeting.
Thank you.